So now we'll do a small thing. We'll do form validation. Okay. Simple concept is very simple. Only thing is, if without name you can't submit your form, but here without name, without password, without any details, it is taking. So basically that is not good. So we must tell that it is completely required. So what we do is, we go back to here. Inside this, we say required is equal to true. Okay. And then let me copy this particular one. I don't want to waste my time. And let me paste it over here. Gender is not compulsion, but country, it's already whether you give anything or not, by default one country will always be showing over here, right? So I don't think their required is necessary. So information, nah. And here just remember, here we are giving this particular line is for all the things, means all the skills. This is not for one skill. So whenever you want someone to check all the boxes and it is compulsory, at that time you put a required over here. Okay, save this.
Yes.
Go back over here, try to submit this. Okay, what happened? I didn't refresh. Go back, let me refresh this once. Try to submit now. See, it is telling me that this is a required field. So put it up, put some password, put some country, and if you see over here, you need to basically checkbox everything. If you even leave one also, it will give you an error. So when you want to check everything, at that time use this kind of a thing. Okay, or else in our JSP, yesterday I showed you how to do only single buttons for my gender, right? So the same way, instead of checkboxes, use checkbox and then fill it up only for required. So there may be a condition when you are applying for a job, you may be applying for a Java developer. Okay, and the required skills are Java, and Spring is compulsory. So without Spring, if there is no Spring, then that means you can't apply for job. So for those kind of things, you can put this required option. Okay. So after this, it will go back to this. So you can basically do all these changes for here also. One thing you can do over here is, I didn't explain you one proper line, and that line is this. Okay. So first I am telling is I am adding a link over here, and what kind of a link it is? I am telling that this link is corresponding to a text file or a CSS file, and in that CSS file also it is a style sheet. Okay. There are many options in this. Okay. So inside this also there are a bunch of options, and Eclipse will never show all these things. So let me go back to my IntelliJ and let me go back to user info. So inside this user info, when I do this, you can see these are the bunch of options, whether you can say it is an author information or a bookmark or whatever it is. So REL means relationship. Okay. So I am telling the relationship is, it is a style sheet. Okay. And then there is one particular line over here. This line is the path. The path is for files slash style.css. Okay. So what is this files.style.css? We have created this in our sample servlet. So we are telling that this is our normal location, but when I am changing it, when I am going to my server location, this particular thing, whatever I am mapping over here, this should be mapped with this particular location. So this one we are not creating it. This mapping files and all, it will be created automatically by our JVM or by Spring. Okay. So, and the another important point over here is page context.request context path. So what is this? This is our this link. So this is our link. So this is the context path. So for this context path, since we are working on web-based application, this is the context path. So if you have a doubt why we are adding in form.xml, why we are adding our Spring context, because that is basically our link, that is called as context path. To access those things, we are adding our Spring context. Okay. So whichever location this is, I am adding this context path so that my context, this may change, this may be anything, but if this is having this particular thing, then this line will get executed. So now what I'll do is, this is basically our sample. If you go Okay, let me fill up some details. Submit. If you go over here, my context is changed, right? My context path has been changed. Now what I'll do is I'll open my display user. Inside my display user, I'll copy this line. Okay, and I'll just paste this line over here. Okay, sorry, is this the same line? Okay, let me close this once. Don't save this. And let me close my W file. Let me open up. I think this is display user. Yeah, this is my display user file. In this display user, I'll paste this. Okay. Once I do that, let me go back. Refresh this page first. I've made some changes. Give some values. And then submit. Now you can see it automatically changed everything. Even though this length, this particular path has changed, since we gave this line, automatically it will take any path, it doesn't care. So that is the importance of form validation and then styling. Styling is important than looking something like this. Looking like this is particularly nice. So styling is pretty important. So we will look into stylings also if the time permits. Okay. That's all for today.